morning, and we're just about to leave on our next little adventure off to Winchester for a couple of days before we get on Iona to cruise to the Canaries again. So we've had a bit of a hectic morning, had to take the cat to the vet because she's not very well, which is worrying leaving her like that. But hopefully she'll be okay now. She's just had antibiotic injection and she should be okay. So we leave her in safe hands with Fionn, with our daughter. So I'm going to get in the car now, we're going to head off, and I'll do a little bit more commentary on the way down. Well, it's not been a very nice trip so far. The weather's been absolutely atrocious. Really heavy rain on the motorway. And we're just on the Severn Bridge now, and as you can see, it is pretty awful. Not very good visibility. You can barely see the towers in front of us at the bridge. I just about see them. It's really horrible driving conditions. But luckily I'm not driving, but Noel is. And a very good job he's doing of it as well. So we're just coming over the bridge now into England, and hopefully we'll be at the hotel in about an hour and a half by the look of things. We're going to stop next in Lee Delamere and just have a coffee and a little bit of a rest.
Right, and to continue to follow the M4
very well to them. I mean, I remember on the taxi journey to the hospital, I was really struggling to breathe.
Well, a quick coffee stop now for a ham and cheese toastie and caramel frappe and an extra strong coffee. Extra strong power coffee for Noel. So we've arrived in the Premier Inn in Winchester. It wasn't a very nice drive down with the weather. But we're here now and we're settled in, and because it's not that nice out there, we've decided that we're going to stay here tonight, take advantage of their meal deal, which is evening meal, 2-course evening meal and drinks and breakfast for $26.99 each. So we're going to take advantage of that today and then go into Winchester tomorrow to start exploring. So the room is really nice. I'll give you a quick tour. So we had a triple room, means that there's a spare bed here, which we obviously won't need. But there's a nice big comfy bed. There's a view of the industrial estate, which is very charming, obviously not old-fashioned Winchester. And then we've got dressing table and telly and wardrobe and coffee making equipment. I'll do the bathroom now. And the bathroom's more than adequate. We've got the toilet, nice big mirror, we've got a shower and a bath. Nice fresh towels, so shower above the bath. So it should be fine for 2 nights. So tomorrow we're going to be out exploring all day, and then Friday we'll head down to our normal hotel at Chilworth Manor ready for the cruise. So we've moved down into the bar and the restaurant now where they've got happy hour. So we've already had 2 drinks for £8, which was a glass of Pinot Grigio and a lime and strawberry cider. And now we've moved on to the cocktails. And we've got 2 passion fruit martinis for £12, and I think we're quite happy, aren't we? And I'm not going to call him Mr. Smith because I do that in all the other videos. I'm going to call him Noel. Noel, are we happy?
Very happy.
Good.
Well, we'll be happier as time goes on.
We will get happier as the evening goes on. So, dinner next. Good morning. We had a very comfortable night in the hotel. Slept well, had a really nice meal, a couple of drinks, quite an early night. And now we're just waiting for a taxi outside the hotel to take us into Winchester to have a look and see what's there to be seen. It's supposed to be a very pretty town, so looking forward to that. So we've just been dropped off by the Guildhall, and the first place we decided to pop in and look at was the statue of Alfred the Great, who would burn the cakes. So then we're going to take a wander down the main street, the Broadway, and have a look at some of the shops and some of the other bits. So we've just found this really pretty park just off the Broadway. Really nice. This is the Guildhall, Winchester, quite an impressive looking building. This is really pretty, lots of medieval buildings. Somebody said if you come to Winchester you need to look up. Obviously you really do. We've just found the Buttercross, which is one of the famous landmarks of Winchester. Now we're going down into the castle passageways, which are all that's left of the original medieval castle where Alfred the Great held court. Have a little look what's down here. Basically, not an awful lot to see down here. That one's a dead end. And that one takes you down to the law courts. And then that one takes you back up again. Round table looking Arthur is. I don't think we're going to go in today. Just see if we can have a little peek through the doorway. So we've just come into Winchester Cathedral. We're going to have a good look around and take the guided tour. Hopefully it'll be really interesting and informative, and we'll be able to learn a little bit more about the history of this fantastic church.
Limestone. Well, we believe that this font was the gift of Bishop Henry of Blois in the mid-1100s. He was bishop here at that time. I'll mention his name a few times on the tour, actually, because we believe he's given the cathedral lots of other gifts as well. But he was bishop here at that time. He also had the wealth to make lots of lovely gifts because he was the grandson of William the Conqueror. He was the brother of King Stephen, cousin of Empress Matilda. So you might have heard of this period of time. It was known as the Anarchy. There was fighting between Stephen and Matilda. Jane Austen was born in 1775 in Steventon. It's near Basingstoke. It's not too far from here. She spent most of her life living in Hampshire. She did spend some time living in Bath, but most of it in Hampshire. By 1816, she was very ill with what we believe was Addison's disease. So this is part of that central part of the cathedral that was built between 1079 and 1093. So 14 years to build this central part. That's quite quick, really. Quite quick going. If you look at the top of the back there, it does look like they built it quite quickly, really, doesn't it? Thick bits of mortar in between the slabs. If you follow my doing too badly, really, given their age. The red clay is embossed, and then the white clay is about 5 millimeters thick. White clay is inlaid into the red clay, and then it's fired. That's what makes them more durable. White clay is actually part of the tile. So the original cathedral had a rounded apse, roughly where these columns are. It came around here. A new stone shrine was built here. Fancy stone shrine, not this. The fancy stone shrine was built here. And in 1476, the remains of St. Swithin were moved here. Interestingly, in the 1700s, they started showing through again. 2018. That's why it looks quite colourful, but it's quite an old ceiling. And the mortuary chest.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
So we resorted to coming to Wetherspoons for lunch, just to get out of the street, get off the streets for a while. So quick pit stop in Wetherspoons for some pizza, cheesy chips and nachos. Nice wine and cider, and then we're gonna go back out afterwards and have a little bit more of a look around Winchester. But at the moment the battery's running really low on my phone, so might not be too much more video today. Made our way to Ask Italia for our evening meal, and it's looking really delicious. Had a few wines in Wetherspoons, so it might not be as coherent as we should be, but I'm going to show you dinner now. I've got a bruschetta, and Noel has mushrooms al forno. Good morning, it's our second day in Winchester. Feeling a bit delicate this morning after overindulging last night, but we've got a taxi back into Winchester now, and we just found a nice little cafe to sit and have some breakfast. Then we're going to do a little bit more exploring before heading down to Chilworth Manor Hotel this afternoon, which is where we're staying tonight, before going on the cruise tomorrow. So watch this space for more pretty pictures of Winchester. So breakfast just arrived. Noel's looks really nice. He's got a small breakfast, but should do fine for him. And I've gone and got myself a bacon and brie toastie, so hopefully that will be really nice as well. This is the Eclipse Inn, which is one of the oldest pubs in Winchester. It looks really nice, so I think we might pop back there afterwards and have a glass of wine before we head back. It looks really pretty. The whole street is really pretty down here. Some lovely areas.
They're leaving in Reed.
Yeah.